Well, hello. Hey, how you doing? We're back again, huh? I'm Justin. You've seen me before. Think at least once. Maybe once. And what do we got here? Oh my. That is a giant behemoth of a model. Mm-hmm. But I did save you the effort of helping me prime it. So let's go ahead and start the zenithal and get this process rolling. Let's go. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Another Wednesday, another model, and this week's model was provided to me at no charge by MCM3D over on Patreon, where right now you can go on over there and sign up for $6.75 per month. That's a deal. That's a screaming deal. $6.75 a month. That's going to get you 2 full detailed sculpts, an extra third sculpt on occasional months. And as you will see in this video, they do offer some very, very highly detailed models. And they're just in general good people. So if you want, go make sure to check them out. Link is in the description below. We're going to go ahead and get into painting this model. Let's go. All right, we're going to go ahead and start with a black brown and start putting some color on this base for some dirt. Alright, and then we're going to take a lighter brown and go ahead and start doing some dry brushing over the top so we can start to build some texture in the dirt. And then we're going to immediately go over that with a deck gray and or deck tan, whatever you want to call it, whichever flavor you have on hand. And we're going to dry brush that over the top as our lightest colors. Now we're going to take an Agrax Earth Shade, because what better color for Earth than Earth Shade? And we're just going to saturate this whole thing to add some depth, some shadow. And I think I try to hit the heavier parts around where the feet and the base of the vines will be. So now we're going to go in with a dark marine green and start painting all the vines. A little backstory. All these vines, meticulously sculpted as they are, every leaf, every little vine, every big stem, they're all separate pieces. So the good part is, if you print all of these, like if you break one or mess one up, it's super easy just to print one out. There's about a 98% chance that I put the wrong stuff in the wrong place. Like, I guarantee that there's leaves where they're not supposed to be, or not turned the right way. And there's probably vines also not in the right place. And what I just did was I just put as much stuff together as I could to make it paintable, as you can see here. I think I did a pretty good job. But like I said, this model is all kinds of detail and all kinds of freaking huge. It's a big girl at a quarter scale. Also, real quick, in the comments below, would anybody be interested in purchasing some of these models maybe eventually? Because they're starting to stack up and I'm starting to run out of space. So let me know down in the comments below if anybody would be interested in buying some of these things, and we may look into setting up a little bit of an online store. Now we're going to go in with a little bit of a lighter green with the orc green, and I just start dry brushing over top of everything to start adding some highlights and again build some textures. I hope you guys are enjoying the tunes, because there's not really a whole lot to talk about. Like, I want to show you the whole thing, but it's a lot of green. Like, it's a lot. It is so many green. So let's just paint some green. And then I also dry brush on the top of the little Venus flytrap monster heads and their lips. And now I'm going to go in with a nymph green, which is an even lighter green than that. And I just start dry brushing some of the edges. And basically here what we're just trying to do is pull out some detail. Now we're back to the base with some black, and we're just going to go ahead and clean up any of that overspray from when we were putting down the spray on the base with the spray. Airbrush. You know what I mean. And at this point, we are ready to go ahead and start putting some vines down in place. Like I said, these are huge. I don't know if it's coming across very well on video, but I would venture a guess that this entire model is probably as tall, if not slightly taller than like a 2-liter soda bottle. It's big, but that's what makes it badass. And I put the leg in just to make sure that everything wrapped around correctly. Anywho, back with the black forest green, we're going to go ahead and start painting the gum areas of the little piranha plant monster dudes. I guess they're probably more Venus flytrap with teeth. And then I actually added the bronze yellow straight into the green to give me whatever color this is. And I start painting the lips and kind of try to get a nice gradient going back onto the head. And now I'm going to go in with some Magos purple and just paint the whole inside of their mouth. It looks like crap now, but it gets better. Also, a thing to keep in mind, if you use any of these contrast paints, or I'm sure Army Paint or Speed Paints, or what is the Vallejo Quick Shade, whatever they call theirs, these are pretty thin. I'm sure you guys probably know this, but they're pretty thin, so it's going to take several coats if you're trying to get a solid coverage with them. And then I take a deck gray and go ahead and start painting in all the teethers. All teethers. On pretty much 4 sets of jaws. And there we go. Look at that. They're all done. This video's already going to be long enough. I didn't want to make you watch me paint teeth for 5 minutes. And now we're ready to go ahead and start installing the dentures on the Venus flytraps. And then, naturally, we're going to go in with some skeleton horde to dirty up them teeth. Because I am pretty sure these guys don't see a dentist regularly, nor do they brush. Seeing as how they don't have hands. And there we are. 2 fully painted fly trap monsters. We'll go ahead and connect them to their lily pad base furl thingies. And then we can go ahead and put them in their rightful place on the vines. And that's the base slash 2 of the I'm calling them models. I'm saying I painted 3 models here, okay? Those guys count, right? I'm sure they have names. So now we're going to go in on the body of Ivy herself. We're going to take this green and go ahead and do her boots. This green is relatively transparent, so I didn't even bother going back in with a shade. I just let the zenithal do its work. I mean, that's what we put it down for anyway, right? Use it. You don't have to shade and highlight if you don't want to. Mind you, this model took about a day and a half. Literally. So, I cut a few corners. I'm sorry. But it still looks awesome. And now the thigh portion of her bodysuit is a different color. So, we just take a different green. Same with the arms. I used the same green that I used on the boots to do the arms. And all those little vines and leaves that are all over her. Oh, we're gonna get to those. Now we're going to go in with a laser pink, and I put this down over top of the skin because I wanted it to be a really, I was going for like a fair skin, almost like an elf, and I thought like a super bright pink undertone would be really good for that. And then now I'm going to go in with a tanned flesh to use as the base for the shadow skin, essentially. Now I'm going to go in with just a neutral flesh, and this is going to make up the bulk of her skin tones. And now we take the elf skin and start doing the highlights. I guess I lied, because I covered up pretty much a majority of the neutral flesh tone with this, because I wanted her to be a little more pale. And now we go in with the highlight skin to do some actual highlights. And now we're going to go back in with the flat green and do the body portion of her body suit after we have masked with the silliest putty I could find. And now we just take a brush and go ahead and clean up the edges where the putty was touching. Still, so much faster than masking. And then I take some of that refractive green and do the sides of her bodysuit, which are also a different color of green. So if you plan on purchasing this model, buy about 8 to 12 different shades of green and you'll be good to go. Of course, you don't have to use different greens. I mean, you can just mix in some yellows or some oranges or even some reds. You can go crazy. Just mix in some different colors with some greens that you got. It's all good. And now we start the arduous task of painting all the vines. All of the vines. Every vine, every leaf, every little accent detail. I painted it by hand. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this probably took me about 2 hours. Just this. So we're going to fast forward pretty heavy through this and rock out while we do so. And when I say all the vines, I mean all the vines. Vines and leaves everywhere. But the end result is absolutely worth it. Now that we got all that done, we'll go ahead and take some black and paint her necklace. And then we'll take some brass and do the little charm that is on her necklace. And now we are ready to go ahead and put the body on the statue with the legs. Like I said, it's huge. But that's what makes it even more badasser. And now we're back again with the laser pink to do her little rose crown thing. Take the laser pink to do the pink roses. And then I take some light magenta to do the center of the roses. And then I took some more of that orc green and just painted over the leaves that are on this crown. It's not really a crown. I don't know what you would call it. What would you call this? So now we're going to start on the hair with some blood red. I wanted to go with a very vibrant, cartoony, ginger look. She has red hair. And then I took some of that laser pink and watered it way, way down to go over her lips. Then I took a little of the laser green and watered it way down with a very low pressure on my airbrush and attempted to airbrush her in some eyeshadow. I don't know how makeup works. I think I did it okay, but I'm not sure. And then we go ahead and black out her eyes and her eyelashes and her bottom eyebrow. It's not an eyebrow, that's bottom eyelashes. Eyebrows are on your face. Those are eyebrows. Take some more of that red and fill in the eyebrows. And then we take a highlight skin to do the whites of the eyes. Because if you use straight white, it's gonna look weird. I don't know why. I mean, this is almost white, but it's gonna look weird. And then we take some darker green and do a big circle. And we take some lighter green and do a smaller circle. And I wanted to go ahead and also add in some more contrast to the hair while we were almost done. So I mixed some of that devil red with some white and went ahead and just dry brushed in some highlights on her head. Then we put her crown on, and then we can put her head on her body, and we are finished painting Poison Ivy.
Kiss me once, you'll never be free. Love's a slow death, come die with me. You can't escape what's rooted deep. Your breath is mine, my secret to keep. The gardens calling soft and low. Let go.
Well, everybody, thank you for watching. If you have stuck around through this entire process with me, I appreciate it greatly. Like I said, this was fun. This was an awesome model. MCM 3D over on Patreon. Link is down in the description below. $6.75 a month. That's got to make them one of, if not the cheapest model maker on Patreon that I've seen. And go give them a look. This is Liquid Art Studios. Thank you. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see me again next Monday, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Peace out.